Now today I want to show you how to make this delicious bok choy with celery salad and some acorn fries with some homemade delicious dressing with some avocado. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to make this delicious detox recipe that you can start making in your kitchen to shrink fibroids or rid any of your body of any kind of disease and inflammation. All right, so we'll get started with the recipe. So to get started with the recipe, we are going to work on the acorn fries. So I've washed it. This is a acorn squash. As always, I recommend to do your best to buy organic produce. So we're going to chop that and we are going to slice this into half. So the first thing is heat up your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And then work on just this acorn. Be careful, it's a bit tough, but nothing the sharp knife won't handle. So that's how it looks like inside. You can roast the seeds if you like, but we're just gonna work on this. We're going to remove the seeds, set that aside, and then okay, so you have the seeds, we have that on the side. Then we are going to cut this. We're gonna quarter them. So this is gonna make some fry shapes. So I'm just gonna do that for the rest of them, and then I will show you the final results. Okay, so these are the shapes. This is what you're looking for. These are the shapes that you're looking for. So you have nicely cut that. See how beautiful that is. Really great substitute for potatoes. So you're going to make some fries out of that. So I'm going to add that in a bowl. Have that ready. Next step is we're going to add some avocado oil, which I have here. So let's add a little bit of avocado oil to coat that. Just go with your feeling in the kitchen. See what's enough for coating. Don't worry about measurements, you know, when you're cooking. And then we're going to add some turmeric, which is great anti-inflammatory to add when you're detoxing. Okay. Then we're going to add some cinnamon. I have some cinnamon. You add that there. Just see what's enough for you. Just go by your feeling when you're adding the spices. If it's too, you know, everybody's taste bud is different, but it's a great way to add that. So then we're going to add some Celtic salt or sea salt. Try your best to use this sea salt or Celtic salt and not the white processed salt. Okay, so next thing, once you have that, you're going to just toss that around. So I'm gonna use my hand just to make sure I get everything mixed up nicely. And if you feel that you didn't add enough oil, just do that to make sure that you have everything coated nicely, that you have the acorn slices nicely coated. Okay, you see that? Everything looks good. So this is what we are going to bake for 30 minutes in a 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven, and then we'll start working on the other ingredients that is going to make this delicious recipe today. So now I've put everything in my glass baking tray, and just make sure that you don't overlap so many of them if you want them to come out really crispy. So just make sure that they're all nicely laid out and not so much stacked on top of each other. That way it will just give you that, because if you stack them on top of each other, you're really not going to get that crispiness that you're looking for. So this is it. So it's going to go in the oven, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes or until you see it's like turning golden brown and it's tender. And then we're going to work on the other ones. Okay, so it's going to go in the oven right now. I've washed my bok choy. So bok choy is really excellent for detoxing. It contains selenium, which helps to detoxify some cancer-causing compounds in the body. It's high in vitamin C for immunity, folate for pregnancy. It's really beneficial overall for the body system. So You can choose baby bok choy. You can use baby bok choy. I got this big one. I wasn't able to get the baby bok choy. I was able to get these large ones, but I've washed these. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just gonna chop this up. So you can use this in your smoothie. So I'm just gonna set this on the side. I chop that part out, and then I'm just gonna cut these. You can honestly take out most of the white part out if it's too crunchy. And then we're just going to chop this up. As I said, baby bok choy is excellent for this recipe, but you can also use this if you not able to find baby bok choy. So I'm just going to remove this section, the white part. It's good. You can use it for soups. You can add that for soups or smoothie. It's still perfect. This salad is anti-inflammatory. It's really great when you're detoxing to shrink fibroids or any tumors, or to just reverse any kind of disease in your body. So we just chop that up. Be careful with the knife. It doesn't have to be thinly. It's perfect. Okay, so then we're gonna set that aside. And then the next thing that we're going to work to add on this salad is to have some celery. So I have watched some celery. So celery is really great for reducing inflammation in the body, boost your hydration, and it also protects and heals your liver, which is for detoxing, because your liver is where you detox all the unwanted things, compounds from your body. It's for detoxing. So same thing, we're just gonna cut this up. So we start with the salad so that way it can sit on the oil. If you are on a health and wellness journey, and you are wanting to shrink fibroids naturally, I have a detox ebook that shrinks fibroids naturally. I will have that link under the description box, so you can check that out. And then the next thing that we're going to add on this is also some cilantro, which is delicious, smells good. I love it. Fresh herbs, great addition to when you're cooking. The great thing about the salad, it's raw, so it doesn't require a lot of cooking from your part. So things are just gonna run quick and easy for you. So everything is chopped up. So I'm just gonna combine this with the bok choy, and then we're gonna add some oil in there, and then we keep this moving. Okay, so as you can see, we have everything combined nicely in this beautiful bowl. That we have the bok choy, cilantro, and also the celery. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to add some Celtic salt, or you can use pink Himalayan salt. And then we're going to have, oh, be careful that, I hope, with the salt amount. Then we're going to add some lime juice in there. Really great when you're eating iron-rich foods to add some vitamin C. That lime is really going to help with the absorption. So it's excellent, and it's gonna give you that delicious taste, that acidity that is really delicious when you're eating salad raw, that you mix that up. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to add some olive oil. So I have some olive oil here that I'm going to add, and just go with the amount how you feel. As always I say, just go with your feeling. Don't worry about so much about the measurements. Go with how you feel. Then the next thing, my hands are clean. I love to massage my food and just massage that oil in there. When you do that, it tastes different. The salad tends to hold on very well onto the whole entire things that you've added in there. Okay, so that is good. Now, since we have that salad looking good and delicious, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some tomatoes. So these are Roma tomatoes. I've washed them, and I'm just going to add that in there. I think I don't have a good one there. Just do your best to buy organic produce, because the conventional produce have pesticides and herbicides that just bring so much inflammation in the body that you don't want when you're shrinking or just getting rid of any kind of disease. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, this is starting to look really good. You can add more if you like. Okay, now the salad is ready. We are just gonna set this aside. Look at that. This you're going to eat raw. It's really delicious. It might not look, you know, you think that it's gonna be super crunchy, but it's gonna be delicious as you work on this. And then we'll work on the sauce right now, the dressing that we're going to use. Okay, so now we are making the dressing for this recipe that we're going to add onto that delicious salad and onto that acorn fries. So for this dressing, you need some sweet peppers. I've washed this. We need some, you can use cherry tomatoes. I'm using, these are Roma tomatoes. And I'm also using some fresh garlic. And I've lightly roasted some walnuts. Really delicious, healthy fat. This is going to be a very thick, delicious, delicious sauce that you're going to add to that salad. Then we're going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar and some pepper, chili pepper, and then we're going to add some olive oil, and we're going to add some salt as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you can use a food processor. I only have used so far the Vitamix. So what I do is, first I add what you can do if you're using a food processor, I would say first work on that the lightly roasted walnuts first, so that grind them down and then add everything. But I'm using the Vitamix. Vitamix is pretty good at just breaking everything down all at once. So you can do that first. Now, if you are allergic to nuts, the best substitute for this is pumpkin seeds. You can lightly roast that, and once it's lightly roasted, you can use that instead of the walnuts. So I've tried both recipes with walnuts and the pumpkin seeds, and it came out excellent. So I'm just gonna add everything into there. So I've had the walnuts, then I'm adding the Roma tomatoes, then I'm adding some of this delicious. This is anti-inflammatory ginger. It's really anti-inflammatory. As I said, this is an anti-inflammatory salad dressing. Everything is really anti-inflammatory. It's raw. It's great and excellent for your body. Okay, so I'm just gonna work and add that. So the sweet peppers are great, high in vitamin C, excellent for boosting immune and for detoxing, and they're delicious because you can eat these raw as well. Okay, you can take out the seeds if you like, or you can just leave them, no worries. So I've added that in there. Then the next thing I'm going to add is, I'm going to add some of that balsamic vinegar, just a little bit. As I said, go with your filling, just see the amount that you have. So this is the balsamic vinegar that I'm using. Then I'm going to add some of that olive oil. Okay, just add enough. Add to your liking. If you want to add jalapeno, fresh jalapeno peppers, just for the taste, to make it really get that good kick in there, you can do that. It would turn out, I've used a whole pepper. It's delicious. Then I'm going to add some of the chili peppers as well. And then I'm going to put this in the Vitamix, and then I'll show you the results. So everything has been combined nicely in the Vitamix, and it just came out delicious, and that ginger gives it that delicious kick. It's amazing. This is delicious. So I'm gonna set this aside, and then now we're gonna work on putting everything together, and it's ready. See how quick this is? Okay, so now everything is ready. The acorn fry is ready. So right now we're going to serve this. So first thing, you can put that down there. Okay, so we have the salad. Then next we put our acorn fries that are looking so good right now. Look at that. This is a pretty bowl. Okay, then we're gonna add some avocado, because you know we gotta love some healthy avocado fat in there. That is so yummy, so delicious, and it's gonna keep you full as well, so you're not gonna feel like you're so hungry. And now, with our beautiful, delicious, that dressing sauce that we have there, we're gonna add that. Okay, now look at that. Look at that delicious bowl. And this is raw, healthy avocado. a little bit of the Acorn fries are delicious. Now, if you want additional protein, of course, you can add some lentils if you have, or some quinoa on the side for additional protein if you like. But this is perfect, quick, easy. Now this is the magic. The magic is in that dressing. So you just add that and drizzle that down. And you just like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, you just give this try at home and let me know how you love this. This is delicious. This is really, really good if you want to add a little bit of that delicious. If you want to add a little bit of the cherry tomatoes just to make it a full bowl, you can go ahead and do that. But this is looking so good right now, and I'm so ready to devour this. And I hope that you give this recipe a try. As I said, if you're on a journey and you're looking for detox recipes to shrink fibroids naturally, I have an ebook. I'll leave under the description box. Share this video if you enjoyed it, tried it, give it a try, and let me know how you love this. And as always, be well, be healthy, and be happy. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.